Well, I think it certainly could be. It's his first, pro game. I mean, that's a real lineup for your first pro game, especially up front, obviously for them. So I think part of it is just. He's a smart player. He's going to figure it out. He's just got to figure out space, and there's not much space out there, and you have way more space in junior. So I think it's just a process of figuring out. Some guys do it real fast. Some guys take some time. We'll see for him if it's fast or not. But it's just the process of figuring out how much space you have. Well, he's an excellent forward skater. He can really, it's obviously dynamic when he jumps up into play. We'd actually like to work with him on using that forward skating to defend a little bit because he's an elite forward skater. I think there's certain things he's got to get better at, but there is an element to his game that he's excellent at, and that's his ability to put the other team on their heels.
Where does he need to work? Or is the offense ahead of the defense right now?
I think the individual one-on-one defense is fine. It's sorting situations, reading when it's not just a one-on-one, man-on-man game, just reading the systems out a little bit and making sure he sorts that out. A couple of times I thought he wasn't alone in this. He was a little bit careless with the puck. He's just got to make sure we never fling it around at nobody. But he certainly has some ability. He's got some real physical tools.
Especially because he's the kind of guy that's been overshadowed by these younger prospects that have come for the last couple of years. What have you seen from him so far in camp, and what does he need to take that next step?
First, I'd say, I know he worked hard this summer, worked with his brother. They worked lots on sprinting off the ice and trying to gain that extra step, which is something I think he needs to do. Certainly, I think in order to take the next step, it's just impact on the game. And I thought he had a solid impact tonight. I thought he didn't have any real big negatives, didn't have lots of negatives, and obviously had the one big positive at the end by scoring the goal. So, I just think it's a matter of your impact on the game on a nightly basis. I think he didn't get a lot of power play time today, but if he can do some stuff on there, that'll help him too.
So do you think you'll keep that line? That line can become more effective as the season goes on? And
we'll try them with different guys. I'm not going to play Vanny as many games. I'm going to play Phil, so they won't necessarily play together the whole time. Our thought process was to try them with different players and mix it around a little bit. I didn't love the line as a total tonight. The one concern I'd have with that line is that nobody's a real forechecker, and so sometimes you need to mix the lines up to get the right chemistry. So we'll see. Philip's going to get lots of chances to play with lots of different players, and I think everybody just, in our group, we just stay real patient, keep watching. Yeah, AA was dynamic tonight. I thought he did a good job of capitalizing on loose pucks, and great pass by Nike in the first one, but I thought he was dynamic tonight.
Does Phil's groin issue impact at all the way you evaluate his play?
No, it was real precautionary. It wasn't anything. It's not anything major. I don't think it had anything to do with how we played. I think. That's just the bumps and grinds of preseason. But we had a choice. We could easily just play him in the second game, and that's why we did that.
His age. I mean, do you talk to Philip tonight or tomorrow just to make sure he doesn't?
Yep.
You don't want a young player to.
Yeah, no, we'll talk to him for sure and make sure he knows that this is a long process, and you just keep grinding. And he's fine. I don't worry about him one bit. But to your point, he's a young player. We got to make sure he understands that the focus has to be on getting better, and let's get better tomorrow.